Mortgage rates have moved higher again, and if you're trying to buy a house right now, I know that's not the news you wanted to hear. When affordability gets tighter, it's natural to wonder whether you should put your plans on hold. But Dennis and I want to show you another way to think about this market. Instead of asking, can I afford the perfect house? Perhaps the better question is, can I find the right house and make it perfect for us over time? This is our own house. It isn't perfect, and there are several things we plan to update over the next year. That's exactly why I wanted to begin here. A house doesn't have to be completely renovated on the day that you buy it to become the right house for your family. In this video, Dennis and I are going to show you what we consider changeable, what deserves closer scrutiny, and how we begin deciding whether an imperfect house is a genuine opportunity or a project you should just walk away from. I'm Cammie Trapp with Trapp Realty here in Hampton Roads, and this is the perspective we bring to every home. Don't look at only what it is today. Learn to see what it can become. When you buy a home, you're not just buying the rooms you see during a showing. You're buying the location. You're buying a lot, the neighborhood, the layout, and the way the home could support your life for years to come. But those things can be easy to forget when you walk inside and immediately notice paint colors you dislike, dated flooring, older light fixtures, or a kitchen that just isn't your style. Those cosmetic features can create a powerful first impression, but they aren't necessarily what determines whether the home is right for you. Paint can change, flooring can change, lighting can change, cabinets and countertops can change. Even a dated kitchen or bathroom can be transformed with the right plan and a realistic budget. What you can't easily change is where the house sits. You can't move it to another neighborhood, you can't create a larger lot, and changing a home's basic footprint or layout may be considerably more complicated and expensive than just replacing finishes. That doesn't mean buyers should ignore a home's condition or underestimate renovation costs. It means we need to separate three different questions. First, did the location, lot, and general layout work for your family? Second, is the home fundamentally sound based on the appropriate professional inspections? And third, can the changes you want be completed within a realistic budget and a timeline? If those answers make sense, an imperfect home may deserve a much closer look. You're not simply buying what the home looks like today. You're buying its location, its possibilities, and the life you may be able to build there. Of course, seeing potential in a home doesn't mean ignoring genuine problems. There's an important difference between a cosmetic issue and a warning sign that deserves professional evaluation. A paint color you dislike is cosmetic. An outdated light fixture, cosmetic. Older cabinets, flooring, they may be unattractive, but their appearance alone doesn't necessarily make a house a bad investment. On the other hand, signs of moisture, cracks, unusual odors, visible deterioration, electrical plumbing problems, issues with major systems deserve closer attention. That doesn't automatically mean you should walk away. It means you should slow down, ask questions, and bring in the appropriate licensed professionals. A home inspection isn't simply a pass or fail test. It's information that helps. You understand the home, anticipate future expenses, and make a more informed decision. This is where Dennis and I often notice different things.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm looking at the overall condition before I started thinking about finishes. Are there visible signs of moisture or deterioration? Do I notice anything unusual about the floor, walls, ceilings, plumbing, electrical components, or any of the major systems? I'm also thinking about which improvements are straightforward, which ones may be more complicated, and what should be evaluated by a licensed professional. The important thing is not to make assumptions based only on appearance. Something that looks terrible may be relatively simple to change, or something hidden behind a beautiful finish could require much more attention.
As a realtor, I'm thinking about how the property fits into the buyer's goals, how the market may view it, and whether the overall opportunity makes sense. Dennis is looking at the practical side. He's thinking about what might need to be repaired, what can wait, what can be improved, and whether the work appears realistic for the buyer's budget and their specific timeline. Neither perspective replaces a licensed home inspector or qualified specialist, but together, those perspectives help us ask better questions before a buyer makes one of the largest financial decisions of their life. The goal isn't to convince someone to buy a problem. The goal is to make sure they don't mistake unattractive finishes for a serious defect. or overlook a serious concern because the home has a beautiful kitchen. Once you've determined that a home has the right fundamentals and identified improvements it may need, the next question is extremely important. Do the numbers make sense? A lower purchase price doesn't automatically make a fixer-upper a good deal. You have to consider the purchase price, estimated improvement costs, financing, timeline, and how much uncertainty you can comfortably manage. Start by separating your projects into 3 categories. First, repairs that need immediate attention. Second, functional improvements that would make the home work better for you and your family. And third, cosmetic changes that you would simply like to make over time. Those categories help prevent an outdated kitchen or an unattractive paint color from feeling like an emergency. You may be able to live with some cosmetic features while you save money, learn how to use the new home, and decide what you really want. You should also leave room in your budget for unexpected expenses. Renovation projects can uncover additional work, prices can change, and the project you imagine during a showing may evolve once qualified professionals evaluate the property. The goal isn't to spend as little as possible. It's to make informed decisions about where your money will have the greatest impact. Sometimes paying for a move-in ready home actually makes sense. Sometimes buying a less updated home and improving it gradually gives you greater control over the design, the timing, and your budget. There isn't one answer for every buyer. The right strategy depends upon the house, the numbers, your goals, and your comfort level. That's why we want buyers to evaluate the complete opportunity, not simply react to what they see on the first 5 minutes of a showing. This way of evaluating a home is part of what we call the Trapp Home Journey. We believe buying a home shouldn't be treated as one isolated transaction. It's the beginning of a much longer relationship. The journey starts with discover, finding a home with the location, fundamentals, and potential that fit your life. Next is purchase, making an informed decision based on the property, the numbers, and your long-term goals. Then comes transformation, improving the home thoughtfully, whether that means a few cosmetic changes or a more substantial renovation plan. As those improvements are made, the goal is to build equity by investing wisely and taking care of the home over time. And eventually, life may change. Your family may grow, your needs may shift, a new opportunity may take you somewhere else. That's the transition stage. And when that time comes, Trapp Realty is here to help. We're gonna help you prepare, market, and sell the home strategically. This is where the relationship between Trapp Realty and Trapp Coastal Homes becomes especially meaningful to us. We bring real estate perspective and years of hands-on remodeling experience and a practical understanding of what it can take to improve a home. Together, we help clients think beyond closing day. Our goal is to help you buy wisely, understand the possibilities, make thoughtful improvements, build equity, and prepare confidently for whatever comes next. Because homeownership isn't a single moment, it's a journey, and we want to be a trusted resource through every stage of it. Higher mortgage rates don't mean every buyer should rush out and purchase a fixer-upper. They mean the numbers and the decisions behind them matter more than ever. Sometimes paying for a move-in ready home is absolutely worthwhile. Sometimes buying the house other people overlook and improving it gradually may make more sense. The important thing is knowing which opportunity you're looking at. Remember, look beyond the paint and the finishes. Consider the location, lot, layout, condition, and realistic cost of improvements, and bring in the appropriate licensed professionals when a concern needs to be evaluated. And make your decision based on your finances, goals, and comfort level, not simply a home's first impression. The perfect home may not exist, but the right home with the right plan and the right vision absolutely can. If you're thinking about buying a home in Hampton Roads and would like help evaluating both what a home is today and what it could become, we'd love to talk with you. You can also request our free first home game plan using the link in the description below. This is Cammie and Dennis Trapp with Trapp Realty and Trapp Coastal Homes. Together, we're here to help you through every stage of your home journey. If this video helped you see home buying a little differently, please subscribe, leave us a comment, and share it with someone who is searching for a home right now. And tell us in the comments, would you rather pay more for a move-in ready or purchase a home you could improve over time? It's not just a house, it's where life happens. Build home, build wealth, build legacy.